So just go ahead and start to close your eyes. And start to feel your breath. Taking note of your inhales and exhales. Lengthening through your spine. Rolling your shoulders down away from your ears. And starting to feel grounded from the roots of the ground all the way up to the crown. Start to check in. How is the mind? And allow yourself to release any thoughts of earlier today, any thoughts of tomorrow. Just focusing on this moment with yourself. Put one hand on your belly, one hand on your chest. Inhale for 4. Exhale for 6. Inhale. Exhale. And as you inhale, think of positivity, strength, but softness. And exhale, things are not needed in this moment. One more breath. Exhale, release. And when you're ready, let's get into tabletop position. Inhale, chin up toward the sky, dropping your belly, rolling your shoulders away from your ears, cow pose. Exhale, round through the spine, cat. Inhale. Exhale, really chin to chest, tuck your tailbone in. And close your eyes. You can move your cat and cow however you desire. Just waking up the spine. One more breath. And sit back into child's pose. Just taking a moment to check in. It's starting to focus on your breath as you inhale and exhale. Knowing that in this moment, you're in the right place at the right time. And come back into tabletop position. Thread the needle. Extend your left hand and thread your right hand under your left arm. And bring your hips centered. Walk your knees back. Knee to hip alignment. One more breath. And exhale, slowly come back up and switch. Just really extending that arm in front of you and really twisting through the arms. One more breath and slowly come back up. And go on to your forearms. And we're going to start warming up our shoulders. So really get both your palms parallel, shoulder over elbow. And your gaze is going to be in between your arms. Relaxed position. And then we're going to lift our feet, our knees off the ground, and just walk it in. And push, protract your shoulders, so push the floor away from you. And breathe here. And walk your feet a little bit more. Focus on engaging, pushing the floor away. And then walk your feet down, sit back into child's pose. Starting to notice the heat in your shoulders. Taking a few deep breaths. And come back up. And we're going to go and bring our elbows, put your palms over your triceps. And then you're going to make a triangle, interlocking your hands. And so still making sure your shoulders and elbows are in the same alignment, not out, not too narrow. Tuck your feet behind you and push your forearms onto the ground, lifting and elevating your shoulders. Maybe stay here. And walk your feet in, bring your hips up, and then walk it back out into a plank. Walk it in. And walk it back out. Walk it in. Walk it out. Really pushing. One more time. Walk it in. And walk it out. And sit back into child's pose. And slowly come up. So with our headstand practice today, even if you're an experienced yogi or a beginner, our goal is to focus on alignment and focus on what the things that are important for this pose. shoulders, really engaging through the shoulders and pushing away from the ground. Joint stacking, really walking your feet in where you have your wrists over shoulders as much as possible to joint stack, because your bones are really going to help hold you in that pose and you'll feel a little bit lighter. Engaging through the core, Udita Bandha, in and up, and pelvic floor in and up. And just keep walking your feet in as much as you can until you feel a lightness. It does feel uncomfortable, but with practice, you'll notice that it gets a little bit easier each time. And focusing on your gaze. So today, let's get a wall and be at that wall. And if you are an experienced yogi, skip the wall. And if you are, for example, I'm outside, I'm in nature, so if I do fall, it's all good. So just being mindful, knowing where you're at in this moment, and also trusting yourself. And so we're going to do a couple of variations of the headstand practice today, and let's see how it goes. So let's go ahead back into tabletop position. And we're just gonna go ahead back down. So when we are in headstand, we grab opposite triceps. This is bound headstand, interlocking your hands. And I take my little pinky and I put it kind of up so it's not pushing onto the ground. I take my thumb, I put it on the middle between my eyebrows, and I kind of feel where there's a spot for it's a flat spot. Okay, I know where that's going to be. You don't want to put any weight on your forehead here or too behind. You want to be a nice balance point in your head. Going ahead again. Getting your hands in a good position. Push the floor away and engage through your core. And we're going to do a couple of drills here. Walking your feet, walking your feet, walking your feet. And walking your feet back out. So we're not on the ground yet. We're going to walk it in, walk it out again. And maybe you bring one knee in. Sorry, one heel in. And walk it back out. And walk it again. And walk it back out. So you might notice your hamstrings are kind of warm. So now we're going to put our head on the ground. Same alignment. And then you drop your head and taking your time, using your hands to basket around your head. There you go. Now, if you can't do headstand, you could just stay here and just keep practicing walking your feet in or going back to the dolphin. So push the floor away, bring your hips up, and just walk your feet, slowly walking it in. And keep walking. And walking back out. And walking it back in. And just keep walking, walking, walking. Hips over your shoulder. And just keep on walking. Let me feel a little bit light. Bring your hips over. One knee in. Stay here. Switch. Walk it in more. Breathing here. And then tuck your feet. Knees to chest. And just stay here. And maybe you bring one leg up and then the other. Or you bring your feet behind you, tucked open position, and slowly bringing one leg up at a time. And it may feel a little wobbly. Straighten, engage through your glutes, squeeze your legs in, and push away from the ground. And breathe here for 5 breaths. One more breath. And then slowly bring your heels to butt, knees to chest, and slowly go into child's pose. And stay here, slow and deep breaths. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath. And slowly come up. We're going to do Paschimottanasana, seated forward fold. So bring your legs in front, flexing your feet, maybe bending here if you have tight hamstrings. Elongate your spine. Bring your chest and your belly to your thighs. And bring your palms, maybe shin, big toe. And breathe here. Maybe slowly slide your heels forward, still keeping that abdomen, chest connection to your thigh. And breathe. One more breath. And release. Come into a seated position, crossing your legs. Inhale, palms overhead. Exhale, twist to your right side. Elongating your spine as you inhale and exhaling as you twist. Inhale, palms up towards the sky and switch. Hands up towards the sky and go to the side, lateral stretch. Bring your elbows over your ears and extending. Maybe going onto your forearms, maybe looking up. Inhale, palms up and switch. Inhale, palms up and hands into heart center. Inhale for one Om. Inhale. Om. Thank you for practicing with me.